तो मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है।
हाँ, स्क्रीन दिख रही है, कैन गो अहेड
हाँ,
लांजा।
screen दिख रही है। So, hi all. First of all, welcome to the 6 days workshop on Python programming by Insightix. Uh, like we are going to teach you the basic level of Python for 6 days, starting from basic to a little bit uh, common topics. Okay. So the schedule we are going to follow is like day one. We are going to target variables, operators, data types like string and numeric data types. Day two, data structures, sequence types. Day three is loop and enumerate like for loop, while loop. Day four, conditional statements, dictionary. Day five, like we will see the functions and packages present in Python. And day six, we have kept for doubt session or any leftover topics, which like due to some reason we are not been able to cover something like that. Okay. तो एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है सबसे कि जो मतलब कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस इट ऑन पाइथन ऑन जुपिटर नोटबुक और लाइक गूगल कोलैब, जिसमें भी कंफर्टेबल हो आप लोग। और प्रैक्टिस मेक्स ए मैन परफेक्ट, तो प्रैक्टिस एज मच एज यू कैन, तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड यू लाइक असाइनमेंट एट द एंड, प्रैक्टिस असाइनमेंट होगा ये, and a quiz, I think, which we will like conduct on our Insightix website. So, starting with today's learning objective, we are going to see some topics about like adding comments in Python, which is really very basic thing. Variables and operators, numeric and string data types, which is a part of data type, and some input parameters of Python. So first of all, coming to the comments in Python, comments is basically given so that like we make sure that the others could easily understand what we are writing. Let's say कि मैंने एक प्रोग्राम बनाया एक कंपनी में, तो मैं उस कंपनी को छोड़ रहा हूँ, तो दूसरे को कम से कम पता चलना चाहिए कि लाइक what is it which I am writing. Okay, like you can see in this example, like hashtag hash assign a value 5 to b, which is like clearly stating that I have assigned b with the value 5. B is a variable, for instance. Okay, and like Python ignores everything after the hash mark till the end of the line, so it will not get executed. It's just for the reference purpose. Shortcut is control plus hash. So now coming on operators. So operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. So there are some types of operators like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, and identify operators. So we'll go through each of this in the coming slides. So let's move on with it. So first is the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator is mainly used with numeric values to perform a mathematical operations. For example, let's say like we have to assign a variable with a value. So x equal to 2. So equal to is a arithmetic operator. X plus y, x minus y. Like like this only. There are many arithmetic operators. So basically, its function is to like perform mathematical operations. Could be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Uh, like if you see in the example given, like 4 double hash 2, which means that 4 square, okay, which comes out to be 16. You can practice also in the Jupyter notebook after, like I will share all the slides with you. You can practice it also, and you will see. Like if you see that 18 modulus 7, so it clearly states that we are finding the remainder, like 7 to 14. So remainder is 4. So these are the basic examples. Next, coming on to the comparison operators. So when we compare two values, it's either true or false, which gives like it's a boolean result basically. Okay, like as you can see in the example, if 2 is less than 3, so it's true. 2 double equal to 3 is false. And other comparison, like you can do string comparison also, like let's say Rahul is greater than Rohan, okay, or less than Rohan. So in this thing, like we are calculating the position. Like if we see that Rahul is 5 and Rohan is also 5, okay, so it gives the value true because it's somewhat less than or equal to. Basically, yeah, I missed the equal to sign. Less than or equal to, so it gives the true Boolean result basically. Now comes logical operators. Logical operators, there are three, like and or not. So if we see the and, so it returns true if both the statements are true. Like let's say like x is less than 5 and x is less than 10. Okay, if both the statements are true, then it will give us true. You can also think it as multiply. Like like let's say ki x is less than 5 is not true, so it will be give 0. 0 multiply 1 1 is 0. Okay, uh, so this is basically and is basically a multiplication, you can like assume. Okay, so next operator is or. Or is basically like add operator. Okay, so it returns true if one of the statement is true. Let's say like x is less than 5 is not true and x is less than 4 is true. Okay, so it will be like 0 plus 1 is 1, so it will give true. Okay, so then there comes the not state operator, which reverses the result. Like if the result is true, then it returns false. Okay, like let's say that x is less than 5 and x is less than 10. Both are true. Okay, so it will give the output true. But if we add not operator, it will give false, basically. So coming on to the identity operators. So identity operators are used to compare the objects. So like if they are not equal, but they are the same objects with the same memory allocation. So let's say like there are two operators basically, is and is not. Okay, if we take is, so if both the variables are the same object, then it returns true. Okay, and is not is the like complete opposite of is. Like if the variables are like from not the same object, then it returns true. Okay, so like are you with me, guys? Are you understanding this thing, or should I?
Yes, we are understanding.
Yeah. Like next is the membership operator. So membership operator are used to test if a sequence is presented in an object. So let's say we have a sequence specified with a specified value. Okay. Uh, so so if there is a sequence in the specified value, it returns true. Okay, like x and y. So let's say y has a sequence. Okay, like ascending order, descending order. Okay, so it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false, basically. Then comes bitwise operators. So bitwise operators are used to compare binary numbers 0 and 1. Okay, so you can see there are like you can see the operators like and, or, XOR, not, which we have studied in the past, like 10. Okay, so like you can see that if it is and operator, which sets each bit into 1 if both the bits are 1. So as I told you that if it and can be also be visualized as multiply. Okay, let's say if both are 1, then it will set 1. Let's say if one is 1 and other is 0, so if we multiply 1 and 0, it will return 0. Or can be like visualized as plus. Okay, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, so like this, it's bitwise operator. So like after the class, you can open this. This is a cheat sheet. Okay, try to like code on Python. Okay, and if you are not able to understand anything, okay, so you can tomorrow we can discuss the same. Okay, but try to do this like open the link and try to practice this. I will share it with you. So now coming to the variables. So variable is a very good way to store information. making it easy to refer that information in the code later. So what it means by like we know pi is 3.14. Okay, so the value 3.14 is stored in pi, and whenever we use pi in the like coming code, okay, so the value will be 3.14 only. So that is the importance of variables. So variables can change also. Then comes the data types in Python. So we can categorize data on the basis of characteristics and our needs, which is also called data types. Okay, let's say if it is numbers, like let's say whole numbers, positive, negative numbers, we can categorize it in integer. Float can be like if there is a like point or real number, rational, irrational number. So we can like get it in float. String can be any string of like characters. So we can include it in string. So if we want to get the data type of certain variable, so we use the type function. Okay, like as you can see in the example which I have shown here, like a equal to 4. If we do type a, it will give int. Next is like float, string, and all, boolean also. So you can practice this later. Okay. Python strings. So strings, what they are? Yeah, they are the sequence of characters. So in Python, like strings are denoted by str. Okay, they are defined in single quote or double quote, within single quote and double quote. Also, we can access the string elements. Okay, if you can see here in the picture given, so like always remember one thing, that the first character of every string has the index 0. Okay, so let's say we have an example here, like a equal to hello world. Okay, and we have to print a in square bracket 1. So 1 means like we will count h as 0, then e as 1. So it will give the output e basically. So yeah, if we want to, then it will be L. Okay. So and comma and spaces are also considered as index basically. So I hope there is no problem up till now.
Nope.
Okay. So next we come to string slicing. So if we see string slicing, it is basically, let's say we are told that we have to give a range of characters basically as output, okay, from a particular string. So as you can see in the example given here, like hello world is given in the variable a, and we want to print from a uh, 7 to 12. So the last, like if you count, okay, from h, that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, space is 6, then 7. 7 starts from W. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 12th character we are not including in this. Keep that in mind. Okay, write it also. Like 12th is the asterisk mark, sorry, exclamatory mark. So we are not including this. So we will, the last thing, like 12 minus 1. Okay, so from 7th to 11th, basically, we are just giving there. Um, so is it clear? Any doubt? I think no doubt. Okay, so moving on, like negative indexing. So as I told you that we can start from the front also. So we can start from the back also. So like we can count from the back. So let's say we have to count, print R from this string. Okay, so we can make a backward count by giving a like negative indexing. Okay, so -4 is like we can again start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are going to include the all the marks also. Okay, the exclamatory marks and the quotes also. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So get the characteristics from position, like this is a example only, from position 5 to position 1. Okay, like as I told you, like the last thing, so we take a like one number less than that. Okay, so if we do print a -5 to -2, so what it will give? Any idea? is output is given. So what you can do is that you can practice on Jupyter Notebook also once uh, I can give you like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes time. You can practice this thing on Jupyter Notebook. It's fine.
Hello, Nilanjan.
Yes.
We have a request. Please explain the negative indexing again.
Okay. Negative indexing, like you see, like we can start, like as I told you here, that we can start from the front. Okay. So negative indexing is basically we are starting from the back. Okay. So if we see -4, so you count from the back, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it will give us R. Okay. From the back. You got it? So, should I move forward, or like any doubt in this?
Is it not
Nilanjan,
the O?
No, no, it's yeah. So like as I told you that in this, like when we are counting from back now, okay, so you see that this exclamatory mark you count from this. Okay, so 0, 1, oh, sorry, one little mistake on my side. When you are counting from back side, you are like considering it as 1.
Oh,
So yeah, so
yeah.
like from last, like if you count as this exclamatory mark as 1, D 2, L 3, and R is 4.
Yeah,
So it
got
was
it.
like, yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So moving forward.
hello, Nilanjan. Please keep reading the chat section also. People are asking question there.
So I cannot see the chat section.
No, it's okay, Nilanjan. You
Okay,
continue. If something comes
we
up,
will
let.
tell you.
Yeah, Yash is there. Yash will help you out in the chat section. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Nilanjan.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. In the previous slide,
Yes.
yeah, so how you completed this? Can you tell me again?
Yeah, sure. So if we see that I told you one thing to remember is that if we see that A 7 is to 12, okay. So we are basically seeing from the string 7 to 11 basically. Okay. So let's say like we start from H. H is 0. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this question, comma. 6 is space, 7th is W. Okay.
Okay.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We will go to 11. Okay. Just
Okay.
remember this. The last thing, na, we will do -1. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is it. Any more thing?
Oh, thank you.
So moving forward, like string concatenation. String concatenation means like if we want to like add two strings. Okay, like you can see in the example, like AB plus CD. So ABCD. Okay, like also here Python is an awesome. So we have stored Python it in X, Y, and we have added both. So the output will be Python is awesome, total 1. Okay. So this means adding strings together. Basically. Also, we can find the length of the string, okay, by using the len function. Okay, let's say like there is an example given here, like same example, hello world. Okay, if we print the length of the variable a, which is the hello world, you can count it also. It will come out to be 13. Okay. Yeah. So up till this point, anyone, any doubt? Should I move forward? Yes.
Yes, you can go ahead.
So next is the input function. Okay. So sometimes like in the machine learning algorithm which we are going to study, so we will come across something where we have to input something also. Okay. Like input our age or input any random number as x. Okay, so for input we can just write a statement like x, which is the variable, equal to input in small brackets, what is your age. Okay, so when you run this, okay, you will get a output as what is your age, and you can write your age in the bracket given. Okay, and you can when you run that thing, okay, so x will have your age. Basically, that is what the input function is. Simple. So this was all for today, which I have gathered. Okay, so there is a practice assignment for you all. Also, you can you can do the programming in the Jupyter notebook. Okay, and you can practice it. Okay, because practice will make you more enhanced in this. I also practice a lot from this only. So you can practice this, and we can discuss any doubts tomorrow if it's fine. Uh, or you can if you want to do it now, you can do it, like it's fine for me. Then if you will have any doubt,
Hello.
then yes.
Nilanjan, if you can show your screen like how you do it once to people, so it will be very good.
Okay, I just wanted that you all try once. So
You just show it once, like people will hesitate to use that, so you can show it once, so people will be very comfortable in using.
just 1 second. So can you see my Jupyter notebook?
Yes, we can see that.
Yeah. So like I can solve the first one if you want. It will give you a clarity of that. Okay. So write a program to take a number from the user using a prompt. Enter a number. Okay. So here, like as I discussed, it is a input statement thing basically. So let's say that I'm writing x equal to input bracket within quotes, enter
Enter a
a
number.
number. Okay. So when I run it, here it is, enter a number 23. Okay. Then if I will see printer, it will give me 23. So it's simple. All the assignment questions which I practice questions which I gave you are very simple. Okay. So you can try it let's say that print the square of a number. So as I told you in the operators, so I showed you one arithmetic operator. Okay, for asterisk asterisk 2. So it means like square of a number. So you can try it once. I'm just saying you can try. You can go through the slides once. Okay, you can see all the slides and understand it. Okay, and you can practice the assignment. Okay, then to let's say if you are doing it today, then I will share with you the slide, and I'm here with you. And if anyone is facing any problem, then we can solve it right now. So how you want to do it? Like, should we discuss it tomorrow or today itself? You're practicing on Jupyter Notebook. Meanwhile, I will also practice this question.
नीलांचन
Yeah.
आई एम समीर मैं ये बोल रहा था कि एक बार जुपिटर नोटबुक कैसे इंस्टॉल और एक्सेस करते हो वो बता दो ना।
अच्छा, जुपिटर नोटबुक एक्सेस कैसे करते हैं?
हाँ तो
Okay.
थोड़ा इजी रहेगा।
अच्छा, तो उसका वो शेयर कर दिया था श्रीधर सर का।
आई गेस।
अगर श्रीधर सर का वो शेयर किया है तो उसी से मैं
हाँ
बता
हाँ
दूं।
शेयर
है ना?
किया हुआ है, वो पीडीएफ शेयर किया हुआ है।
मुझे देखने तो मैंने कहा रखा।
मैं वापस से भेज देता हूँ तुम्हें।
हाँ एक वो ग्रुप पे भेज दे।
ग्रुप पर पहले से लर्न एंड कम्पीट वाले ग्रुप पर।
इस पर भेज देना भाई।
हाँ मैं भेज रहा हूँ। इंटरनेट बंद है शायद।
क्या मेरा?
हाँ
अरे
मतलब
मैं
फोन का।
यहाँ पे मैं यहाँ पे, अरे मेरा फोन का वो बैटरी खत्म हो गया।
ओके तो फिर मैं ईमेल करूँ क्या?
मुझे यहाँ पे भेज देना चैट पे।
अच्छा ओके।
तो गाइस कोई फीडबैक यार कोई देना चाहे तो दे सकते हैं। मुझे भी पढ़ाना नहीं आता बट मैंने ट्राई किया आज। आई होप कि मतलब समझ आया होगा।
मुग्धा, मेरे को
हाँ
एक डाउट था
हाँ
कि जब हम लोग इनपुट ले रहे हैं तो बाय डिफॉल्ट कमिंग एज एन स्ट्रिंग, तो इवन इफ आई एम राइटिंग के इंटीजर int x इक्वल टू इनपुट जो भी हम नंबर ले रहे हैं तो बाय डिफॉल्ट इट कमिंग अंडर स्ट्रिंग। तो मतलब ऐसा हो सकता है कि अगर इनिशियली हम इनपुट ले रहे हैं तो दैट कम्स अंडर अ स्पेसिफिक डेटा टाइप।
No Mukta, you have to change it into the particular data type you want.
हाँ हम लोगों को चेंज करना पड़ेगा।
There is a function to change the data type. Lanjan, can you show them?
आई थिंक इट्स AS डेटा टाइप, AS टाइप। यार मेरा लैपटॉप पूरा हैंग हो गया। सॉरी। यस
हाँ
तू एक बार दिखा सकता है उसमें? मेरा एक्चुअली लैपटॉप थोड़ा हैंग हो गया।
ओके एक सेकेंड। Where is sharing? ओके मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है?
हाँ दिख रहा है।
1 सेकेंड थोड़ा साफ कर लेते हैं। ओके तो मैं आइडल यूज करता हूँ, नॉर्मली सब जुपिटर यूज करते हैं, मेरा जुपिटर चल नहीं रहा फॉर सम रीजन। सो बट द कोडिंग इज सेम, सो आई थिंक यू विल अंडरस्टैंड। सो लेट्स से ये एक प्रोग्राम है। मुग्धा, कैन यू रीड दिस प्रोग्राम?
हाँ।
ओके सो इसको रन करता हूँ अगर मैं, ये तो सबसे पहले एज पूछता है, लेट्स से 23। सबसे पहले वी आस्क्ड हिम इट टू प्रिंट कि ए क्या है, ठीक है, टाइप क्या है, यू अंडरस्टैंड ना, टाइप से वो टाइप बताता है, तो वो क्लासेस स्ट्रिंग टाइप है। नाउ यू हैव टू चेंज इट इनटू इंटीजर, तो वो इंटीजर टाइप बताएगा। इफ आई जस्ट डू एंड चेंज दिस टू फ्लोट,
अच्छा डायरेक्टली है,
फ्लोट,
ठीक है
ठीक है, तो
ठीक है,
वो फ्लोट बताने लग जाएगा। शिट, ठीक है। और कुछ करते हैं अपन जब तक नीलांजन अपना लैपटॉप ठीक करता है। तो
अरे एक वो बता सकता है, एएस टाइप करके होता है, तो विच इज यूज्ड टू मतलब चेंज डेटा टाइप।
अच्छा, सो कैन यू नीलांजन,
हाँ,
कैन यू शो कि एस डेटा टाइप से कैसे चेंज होता है?
मैं एक बार मतलब अपना लैपटॉप ही ठीक कर रहा हूँ।
ओके,